Hi guys, it's Mrs. Abden again. We're going to talk about our last graph of the week. We're going to talk about picture or pictographs. A pictograph is a graph that uses pictures to show data. It's laid out very similar to a tally chart or a frequency table or frequency graph, but instead of tally marks, they use actual pictures. So it has three of the same parts as our other graphs that we've been seeing. It has a title, number of pencils each student has, labels, the students' names, and our data points, like we see here. The one key difference between a pictograph as opposed to a frequency graph is this key down at the bottom. That's going to be essential when counting up your data. So if you notice down here, it says 1 pencil actually equals 3 pencils. So every time you see one of these pencils, that counts for 3. So if we're looking at John here, you might quickly think John has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pencils. But that would actually be incorrect, because each one of these pencils counts for 3. So in fact, it would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So John would have actually 18 pencils. Now let's read one. So over here we have our pictograph, favorite pizza toppings. So our choices are cheese, mushroom, sausage, and pepperoni. Our key states that 1 slice equals 5 pizzas. So just like we've been doing on all of our other graphs, you should start by counting and writing your number next to it. So if I was counting my cheese pizza, I know that one of these slices is 5. So I would count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I would know cheese has 25. Mushroom, I would count by 5s again. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'd write 20. And I would do sausage and pepperoni as well. So question number 1, what does 1 slice of pizza stand for? So look at your key. 1 slice of pizza stands for what? 1 slice of pizza stands for actually 5 pizzas. How many pizzas are there of mushroom? So again, we'd count our mushrooms by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. So there would be 20 pizzas of mushrooms. Now you can see if you wrote 4, that would be a large difference. 20 pizzas versus 4 pizzas, that's a big difference. So you make sure you pay attention and count by the correct number. Which pizza topping is the most popular? Again, most popular means there are the most. That's where it's going to come in handy that you've already counted all of these, because then you can quickly look and see which one has the most. So take a look at your favorite pizza topping pictograph and let me know which one has the most. If you look, it would be pepperoni. They have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go to your class kick assignment. Under your e-learning class, you're going to go to Pictograph Practice 4/10. And you're going to notice it is a donut shop. So you have a pictograph of how many donuts were sold on each day. Now pay attention to this key. Each donut actually stands for 2. Now it doesn't show it on this one, but I want you to pay attention to this for future reference. If I saw a half of a donut, I only had half of one. That would mean that that half equals 1, because half of 2 equals 1. So at any point you see a half of an item in a pictograph, you have to look at what the key is and do half of that number. Again, just like our other practice days, pay very close attention to what the questions are asking you. Sometimes it's going to ask you for a day of the week. So were more donuts sold on Monday or Friday? Sometimes it's going to ask you a number, how many were sold on Monday and Tuesday together. So I'm going to give you a hint. You're going to have to add Monday and Tuesday. It's going to ask you a lot of different questions, so pay close attention. I'm going to remind you once again that if you have questions, use that raise your hand feature and chat with us, or use your microphone and record your voice and we'll get back to you. And remember, all of your work for this week has to be turned in by Sunday, so we will be closing it out Sunday evening, and you will not be able to go back in and do any of your work. So go back in and check all of your work is done. Have a great weekend. Bye.